What's happening, guys? Today I want to talk about how you are not going to lose all the fat that you want to in one weight loss attempt. And I know that's hard to hear, and I know you don't want to hear it. And while some people can, especially depending on how much weight you have to lose, for the most part, it's just not going to happen. All right, it really isn't. And the thing is, like, the body is just so adaptive. I've talked about this so many times before, but whatever you do, your body is going to adapt to it. And especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, everyone just expects to drop all the weight and then be done with it. Well, it's just so hard to do that because, as I mentioned, your body adapts to whatever you do. So if you eat a certain amount of calories and do a certain amount of cardio for a while, eventually your body's going to adapt to that. So now you have to eat less and or do more cardio. And then your body will adapt to that. And then you got to make another change and it adapts. And this will continue to happen. So eventually you get to a point where calories get too low, cardio is too high for you to be able to sustain it and keep doing it. And what happens is you get to a point where weight loss becomes really difficult, it becomes frustrating, it's not happening, and what happens is you get frustrated by this and you quit because you think it's not worth the effort, you're working so hard, you're not seeing the results, so what's the point? Well, what happens then is now you've slowed your metabolism way down. Now you get to a point where you say, F it. You've probably been pretty restrictive with your diet, the way most people are. So then you say, F it, and you go out, and since you've been restrictive, you go out and binge eat, and you eat as much as you can. And now you're doing this with a slow metabolism, and weight shoots back up really fast. And this is just a nightmare scenario for most people. And it's why 95% of people cannot sustain their weight loss for 3+ years. That's why everyone puts on all the weight. Literally, 80% of people put on all the weight back, and possibly more, within a year of losing it. And the thing you have to understand is, be okay with not losing it all at once. Understand that this has to be a lifestyle and that you have to continue to do this forever. That doesn't mean you always have to be losing weight, but you need to be making some sort of effort. Right? You can't just lose the weight and then be done and go back to your old habits, or you're just going to put the weight back on. So if you get to a point where it's too hard to continue on with your weight loss efforts, that's fine. And I would encourage you to not do it too long anyway. But now you need to take the time to reverse diet out. Take the time to be smart with things and bring your calories up slowly reduce your cardio, put your metabolic rate into a better position, focus on some other things, focus on building muscle, performance, feeling better, all these things that you don't get to do when you're in a caloric deficit. And take the time to purposefully get your calories back up, put yourself in a place where now down the road, now you can make another drop, and now you can start cutting and losing weight again. But it takes these cycles of doing this. And even if it's a slower process, let's say, for instance, you have 100 pounds to lose and you lose 30 pounds in the first attempt, and even with the reverse, you gain 5 to 10 pounds. Well, think about it this way. If you lose 20 to 30 pounds and then you gain 5 to 10, and then you lose 20 to 30 pounds and then you gain 5 to 10, and then you lose 20 pounds, you see how you're going to be constantly, eventually, over time, slowly getting into a better position, getting into a better body composition, a better body weight for you. And that's how you make long-term progress. But if you just try to lose 100 pounds all at once, can it be done? Yes, it happens sometimes. It's going to be much harder if you have a history of dieting, but regardless, it doesn't have to be at once. And trying to do it all at once and thinking that it's pointless if progress stalls is a huge mistake. So I just really encourage you, if you have a lot of weight to lose, to be patient, to take it slowly, to understand that you're probably not going to lose it all at once, and that's okay, and that you're always going through different phases of your training. And in time, you will eventually get to where you want to be as long as you do things appropriately, take time, be patient, and go through the process. So that's what I want to talk about today. If you have any questions regarding this, please leave them in the comments below. If you like the video, please leave it a like. If you haven't subscribed, do so now, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.
I'm addicted to the love that you're giving. Every minute, every day I've been craving.